We would like to start with Rebecca Caeser, who comes from the Charlie Rudin lab, and her title is We Can ERK It Out, We Belong Together. Rebecca.
As a newcomer to New York, the subway system can be surprisingly complicated. There are multiple different lines going in different directions, ending in different places, and if there are problems such as signaling failures, it's pure chaos. Cell growth is very similar, but with thousands more lines intersecting and crossing over each other. It is tightly controlled by these interactions that tell your cells what to do and how to reproduce. But if this system gets out of control, it's highly likely to lead to tumor growth and cancer. Our research looks into one of these signaling errors and its consequence, small cell lung cancer. Every year, this cancer kills a population the size of Yonkers. And even though it is not as common as other forms of lung cancer, it is more aggressive. Cancer cells tend to grow quickly in the tissues of your lungs and spread to other parts of your body before it is even diagnosed. For decades, patients were left with only two treatment options, chemotherapy and surgery. And even though some new treatments have been introduced now, they just don't work very well. If you are diagnosed with small cell lung cancer today, you can expect to only live a matter of months. Therefore, more effective treatments are urgently needed. Our research focuses on a riddle at the heart of this disease. The spark that causes many other cancers is absent in small cell lung cancer, and this key subway stop is called ERK. Signaling problems at this stop are responsible for around a third of all human cancers, but in small cell lung cancer, there's virtually no ERK present. It's the complete opposite to what you would expect. Why is that? Let's go back to our subway system using a simple traffic light setup. So in most cancers, a green light, so a lot of ERK, actually stimulates cancer growth. Now, in our case, this scenario leads to the opposite. It causes the small cell lung cancer tumor to die. On the other side, we believe that too little ERK, so a red signal, also leads to the tumor to die. What this cancer needs is just the right amount of ERK signaling to grow and to spread. So confusingly here, an amber signal actually means go for the small cell lung cancer. Translating this into therapies is rather challenging though. If we give a whole load of ERK to the patient, this might actually help with the small cell lung cancer, but as you can imagine, it might also lead to the formation of other cancers that are driven by ERK. If we take away some ERK from the patient, it just might not be sufficient to actually stop tumor growth because the cancer didn't have a lot to start off with. I think you can see that these different genetic interactions, they're highly complex. Our next step now is to look further into which of these signaling stops around ERK contribute to causing cancer. We're hopeful that with our research, we can one day help patients with this vicious disease. If we can manipulate this genetic pathway, we might be able to fix it. But to do so, we need to figure out how we can ERK it out.